So as you guys know, we have three major storage, EBS storage things. Okay, the first one is I would say general purpose. Okay, and the second one is I would say provisioned IOPS. The third one is what? Magnetic. Okay, now the general purpose is mainly used for your dev or test environment, something like that. For provision IOPS for high performance applications, HPA you can say. So that is for high performance applications. Okay, now the next one is magnetic is for your for cheaper rate, and also it is a older technology. Magnetic is working with the HDD format. This 1 and 2 is working with the SSD format. Okay, that is the maximum. I mean, I don't want to go deep into this, just to understand from the high level. This is more than enough. Okay, cool. Now I will talk about what is the how to create the volume. Okay, before we create the volume, I just want to explain you about my current setup. Okay, one moment here. Okay, my current setup is, if you hit the instance, how many instances are running for me? Only one instance is running. So what is the instance name? For me, I put it as a demo machine. Okay, now I'm gonna move it here. Okay, perfect. Now here I'm gonna paste it here. So this is my this is what demo machine. Okay guys, no problem. So this is my ec2 instance. So this is my ec2 instance, okay, which I call it as a demo machine. Okay, now this is running under which region? So this is running under, I mean not region, this is running under which availability zone? Here if you scroll right, you will come to know. Okay, so this says AP hyphen south hyphen 1A. Okay, now cool. So Samir, we have done. So this is under AP hyphen south hyphen 1A. Okay, now now if you see, if you scroll down to the I mean down to the bottom, there is something called storage here. Click on storage for that, and you have a volume ID. Okay, volume ID. Okay, this is the EBS volume, which we call the root volume. Okay, so when you click on this, so here if you scroll down, so there is a root volume. Okay, and it is also under AP-South 1A. So this is also here. So here it is there, EBS. So which means your EC2 and your ABS should be in one availability zone. That is the first rule. Okay, you cannot keep your EBS in a different availability zone. For example, this is 1B AP-South B, and then you have a EBS, and you cannot connect to the EC2 instance. That will not work with the AWS. Okay, this is one thing. Now what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to create one more EBS volume, and then I'm going to attach it to this EC2 instance. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, you guys are with me, right? Cool. Now make sure that for every EC2, for one EC2 instance, there would be a root EBS volume gets created when you launch an instance. If I hit on instances here, and then I'm clicking on launch instances, and then I'm choosing first one, Amazon version 2 AMI. I'm choosing t2.micro, configure instance details, and keeping everything, and then add storage. Now if you remember, for the last few days we've been choosing this. So see, the volume type is root. Okay, and then the device where it is connected is dev xvda and 8 gig, and volume type is default, it says gp2. Okay, and then and then if you see delete on termination, what do you mean by delete on termination is nothing but when you terminate the instance, at that time even the root volume also will be terminated or deleted. If you uncheck it and then if you go ahead and click on next launch instance, so what happens is if you terminate the instance, but you will have your root volume be available. So that is the thing. So by default it will be in delete on termination. Okay, so this is one thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so for right now demo machine, how many volumes have been added to this machine? Only one. Now I'm going to add another one. So go to volumes, under elastic block store, left hand side, go to volumes, and then so this is the demo machine, the root volume, okay, which you have seen earlier, so which is 8 GB. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to click on create volume. So when you hit on create volume, just remember, so here you have GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2, cold HDD, SE1. So how many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 you have. Okay, this is when you are creating a volume like this, you're coming directly under elastic block store, clicking on volumes and then create volume. So you are getting these many 7 options. Interesting. Now if you see the other way, let's go to instances and I'm clicking on launch instances and I'm clicking on Amazon Linux 2 AMI and T2 micro configure instance. Next, so here if you see it should get 7, right? But here if you see only you are getting 1 2 3 4 5. Just remember the difference. Okay, so I mean you don't get confused. Okay, in one page you're getting this, I don't know where, and also if you create a volume there you're getting extra 2 options, but here you're getting only 5 options. Just wanted to let you know on that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going back to volumes and I'm hitting on create volume. Now I'm gonna choose GP2. So what is GP2? GP2 is nothing but it's for general purpose. It's also one form of SSD. So if you see the first 4, it's all SSD. Okay. If you see the 5th and 6th, it's all HDD. And magnetic is as well the HDD. Okay. But magnetic, the last one, I think it's going to be obsolete. Amazon is not recommending to use this. And cold HDD and throughput optimized HDD, it's only used for your cheap and cheaper rate. Okay. But it will be very slow. Okay, when you compare provisioned IOPS is like a race car. You can use it for high performance applications. Okay, cool. Now if I'm choosing general purpose and and if you see I'm using, what is the minimum it says 1 gig and maximum I can use 16,384 gig. Okay, and if you choose GP3, so I can use same thing, 1 gig and then maximum blah 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 blah. Okay, now if you choose IO1, so I can use 100 IOPS, maximum 5,000 IOPS. Okay, and if you see IO2, I can use, see IOPS you have 100 IOPS, maximum 1 lakh IOPS I can use. Wow, so as IOPS gets increased you're getting these things. Okay, and also if you see 100, okay, if you see 10 gig, okay, say for example I'm just choosing GP3 and I'm using 10 gig. Okay, and then so 3000 IOPS get started. Okay, cool. So you can, we can play around with these things if you really know what exactly how much IOPS we require for that application. Okay, but just remember, for any kind of high performance applications, go with provisioned IOPS or provisioned IOPS IO1 or IO2 based on your application need. Okay, so and also general purpose is very balanced one as well. Okay, cool. Now for me, I'm going with the GP2 general purpose. I'm going to make it like a 15 GB for now. Okay, and then I'm going to make availability zone 1A because my ec2 instance is also running on availability zone 1A. So I'm making it as, so the rule is always make sure that EBS volume and the ec2 instance which you're mapping, it should always be in the same availability zone. You can't choose 1B here. If you choose 1B, what happens is the volume will be created, but you can't map it. That is the deal. Okay, so 1A I'm choosing. Don't click on any other options. I will talk about snapshots in little late. Click on create volume. That's it. So here the 15 GB volume is getting created. Okay, and for our identify perfect, purpose, I'm changing the tag name for this, uh, newly created volume, something like that. Okay, save it. So the first one is my root one, the second one is my the one which I created. If you scroll right, it will say creating. So you have to wait for 2 to 4 minutes, then it will be in available mode. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the screen. Okay, so let's try to refresh it, and okay, here we go. So the one which shows available, so the this is the one which we created and it became available. Okay, cool. Now, how do you attach the instance? So again, I'm just telling you, if you click on instances here, the demo machine I've chosen, the one which you're running, hit on storage, scroll down, you have only one volume attached. If you remember the volume ID, it says 299, it's ending with 299, right? So let me go to the volumes here. So if you see this 299 is already attached, which is a root volume of 8 GB. Okay, now I'm going to attach this 15 GB. Okay, how do you do it? Click on it, and then you can click on actions, and then you can click on attach volume, or you can right click on it and then you can click on attach volume. Okay, when you hit on attach volume, it will ask you to which instance you want to join this. So already only one instance is running for me. I'm hitting on it, and then scroll down, just hit on attach volume. That's it. Now if you scroll right to the volume, it will say in use. It wasn't available, now it says in use. It means that when you go to instances here on the left side, okay, now if you click on it, instance here, then if you click on storage, so you will get two volumes here. 1 minute. Okay, even though we have attached it, yes, there is certain procedure which we have to follow. I forgot. The first one would be you have to mount it. Okay, before you mount it, we have to verify whether file system is available or not. If it is not available, create it, then you mount it, then you will get the options here. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to tell you on this. So in the next video, I will talk about how to connect to the ec2 instance, and then how to check the file system, then how to add the how to mount the device. Yeah, so there are a lot of things. It will be interesting, so we will see in the other next video now. Thank you.